All right, folks, we're going to try something new here on the 208. Every day, our great journalists and photographers get out in the communities to learn from leaders and the people impacted by decisions for the stories they tell. Things like phone calls, knocking on doors, listening to hours of meetings. But a lot of what they learn and what we hear doesn't always make the final story for everyone at home to see. So we're putting together a new segment. We're calling it the Reporter's Notebook, where we can do the things we don't get into in normal time, diving into some of the context and subtleties of things happening in our cities and neighborhoods. And our first attempt is Aspen Shumpert. Aspen, welcome back to the 208.
Thank you.
It's great to have Aspen here. A story that you have been following throughout the KTVB, last few weeks story count is the proposed Costco and Eagle.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of comments on this on our text message line. Tell me about this.
Well, it's very controversial. There's opinions on both sides of it, some who are for it, some that are against it. And like Joe said, this is very initial phases. This is just proposed as of right now. Costco is looking at a location at the intersection of Highway 55 and Hill Road in Eagle. Again, nothing has been approved. No formal applications have been submitted with the city of Eagle, but they've sought out this property, which is 27 acres. It's been highly sought out before. It once housed the Masterpiece Quarry, which closed in 2003. But that site has really sat vacant since then. There were previous plans to build a village-like concept, but those never really materialized. So now Costco has its eyes on it for a 160,000 square foot warehouse and fuel facility. So part of the pre-steps for an application is a neighborhood meeting, which Costco just did last week with Eagle neighbors that live nearby the proposed location. They got a flyer on their doors letting them know that meeting was going to be happening, and it said attendees could come and ask questions. So I showed up there to kind of hear what this would be. They put out about 55 chairs, but there was way more people than that showed up. There was about 200 people that really wanted to hear what these plans were all about, and they really wanted a question and answer in a group format. But when they got there, they learned it was going to be more of an open house style. Things got a little heated, tensions flared, and people were essentially asking for Costco to take their questions. We have some footage of that. Take a listen. So what you're hearing is people in the audience upset. They were hoping to have a conversation with Costco, walk out of there feeling a little more secure in some of the questions they had. They were wanting to do that in a group format, not the open house style, but instead Costco wanted them to go up one by one instead of everyone getting to hear the questions and answers together. So residents felt like it was a little bit of a waste of time because they didn't get that format. A lot of the questions were around traffic and how this would be affecting the area that already gets congested, really. There were some concerns mostly about what that would look like, as well as 900 parking stalls could really intensify the traffic, pushing it out into the neighborhoods around this. So there's also a youth complex nearby that one parent really sparked concerns about, just wanting to make sure the kids that are walking and riding their bikes in the area would be safe.
There are so many children crossing those streets. The amount of cars going through, it's astronomical, and it's only a matter of time before something seriously tragic will happen.
Okay, so the wild thing for us is you were physically there and you heard one story, people super against this. Almost all the text messages we got into the KTVB text line were in support of it. Yeah,
there's some people who see economic opportunity there, local businesses that want to welcome this, some people that highly travel Highway 55, love that it's right off the highway, easy convenience for them to go in. So definitely mixed emotions, no formal applications. They'll need to do that with the city, and then there would be an official public hearing where all these neighbors can voice their opinions.
All right, thanks, Aspen. That's the Reporter's Notebook. We'll be right back.